Long-standing member of the North Bay Air Search and Rescue and beloved Cogeco volunteer Chris Charland was given the opportunity to participate in a training exercise with the Canadian Air Force. Now he brings us this special report.
Members of BAYSAR, North Bay Air Search and Rescue, were afforded the opportunity to qualify as spotters on the Canadian Air Force's C-130 Hercules. A crew from 424 Taggart Transport and Rescue Squadron, based at 8 in Trenton, Ontario, flew up for the day to provide support for the training exercise.
The purpose of the spotter training on the Hercules is to get our spotters familiar with the different way of operating in a larger aircraft. On the C-130, we try to keep the spotters in the windows no more than 20 minutes. Spotting is a very tiring activity on the eye. It's very hard, and in the summer it's also very hard on the stomach, large number of turns, and the heat. For the spotters, it's important that they get the process so that we are constantly having somebody scanning out the window. We tap one person on the shoulder, move that person to the rear of the aircraft, they move the second person into the seat, and while this is happening, the first person is still on headset talking to the pilot, so that if anything is found on the ground, they can report it right away. We can call the aircraft around. Once the person is set up in the seat, we move the exchange headsets, do a comms check, and they get their scanning range, get comfortable. They give a thumbs up, and at that point they're ready to give that first person a rest, and they'll take their 20 minutes in the seat.
We come up here and organize training, and they provide us with a great deal of assistance in our day-to-day flying. What amazes me about the CASERA organization here in North Bay, or particularly all across Canada, is that the CASERA people are all volunteers. And I get paid to do what I do, and I do it on a daily basis, and we do this in the assistance of Canadians to save lives. But the CASERA people give of their own personal time and their own personal effort, and they're very passionate about providing us with the assistance and the service, and we're very, very grateful as a Canadian military to have the CASERA organization support.
It's a great bunch of people that work with the North Bay group here, and they're so well prepared that when we got up into the aircraft, a lot of their new people who had never been in this aircraft before performed really well when it came to the actual spotting. So what that entails is we have two large windows on either side of the back of the aircraft, and they'll act as spotters and rotate in and out of the window if we're on long searches.
In-flight entertainment was provided courtesy of the Loadmaster, Master Corporal Len Blazek. Look at those moves. Michael Jackson has nothing on this guy, and there are a couple of Len's groupies enjoying the show. It seems that Sergeant Shane McAleer decided to leave the aircraft before Len went into his singing routine. Markers were dropped to show the wind drift, and before long, Shane exited the aircraft at 7,000 feet for his free-fall descent over Jack Arlen Airport. I'm Chris Charland, reporting for Cogeco North Bay News aboard Taggart 335.